Good afternoon, everybody. Marty Richards here with Richland Center Tourism, and we are on location today here in Hub City again. If you didn't catch our Hub City, why do we call it that? You can go out to YouTube, look up Richland Center Tourism, and you'll see the whole list of videos that we have out there, and you'll find the Hub City video, why we call it Hub City. Really, a really neat story with a lot of history to it. But today we're in downtown Hub City, and we are at Mick Memorial Park. And just as of late, I've had a few people just kind of question, why is it called Mick Memorial Park? Well, this takes us, really, it isn't that far back into our history. The story starts basically 1978, 1979. Hub City itself had a small ballpark, but not a nice park to speak of. And what happened was the community started to speak a little bit, and it was kind of an idea that was percolating when all of a sudden one fella by the name of William Mick stepped up. And he said, you know what, there's this 17 acres of land that kind of sits here on the west, southwest side of the village that really, there's several buildings, there was some vacant land here, but it was in disrepair, and the buildings, were at a point where they could have been torn down and the land could be better utilized. So William Mick purchased the property, then gifted it to the town of Henrietta to be used as a park in honor of his brother. His brother Ross had passed away in an agricultural incident. They were farmers and worked together, and Ross had passed away in a farm accident, and so therefore that's why we have the name Mick Memorial Park. Now the park itself is really kind of a really cool gem, and there's a neat story about the first big celebration that was here. So in 1980, it was the centennial celebration of Hub City. So city or a village makes it for 100 years, we should celebrate that, right? Well, they took it serious. So essentially what they had to do, they only had about a year and a half, 2 years to really convert the park. And so they over a couple of years, got everything leveled, prepared the site, took down some buildings. It was all volunteer effort. Volunteers from Rockbridge, from Hub City, also from Yuba. I know the Yuba Fire Department helped with it. And they got the whole site prepped, got everything set up, and it was ready to go for their centennial in 1980. Well, the summer of 1980, centennial occurs, and they were not prepared for the people that were going to come. So literally, in the summer of 1980, this was the gathering place for 3 days for almost 10,000 people. Reading back into the Richland Observer's time frame, and I can barely remember this, but I remember it slightly. But in the Richland Observer, they had comments where they said the parade was delayed because the people coming in to watch the parade took so long, they had to park in Rockbridge and actually walk to get here for the parade. And Rockbridge is another couple miles down the road, so it was a little bit of a trek just to get here for the parade that day. Well, this park, Mick Memorial Park, has been the site of many different celebrations over the years. Big tractor pulls, even yours truly has played some bad softball behind us here on the softball diamond. A lot of bands have played here, and we look forward to more and more of that down the road. Also, if you're coming into the area in the summer, because it is seasonal, there are showers here. So there's a few campsites. There's a nice restroom facility with showers right here on the park for you to use. All of this was generated by volunteer and just charitable giving through dollars, and up to this point still does not cost taxpayers any money. So it's just been a real gem for the greater Richland area. That's Mick Memorial Park, right in the heart of Hub City. We really hope you enjoyed this information. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us in the comments below. Again, please, we enjoy when you do share these with everybody else so we can show our area off into a wider audience. For Richland Center Tourism, I'm Marty Richards. Thank you for joining us.